What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Exposure. All right, you better lock in because this is going to be a roller coaster episode today. We're going to climb that hill, and then we're going to Michigan. Subscribe, like, share. Yeah, I guess we hit 5,000 subscribers. Whatever. It's whatever. 10,000 by June 1st? It even got in my water. Moving on! This is where we head into Michigan. Check this out. Last night, the Gateway Pundit reported this. Michigan voter fraud attorney Matt DePerno's office broken into. Then VFW Hall cancels DePerno presser after threats. Threats in Michigan? No. Really? Man, this Patriot's over the target. He's fighting hard. Matt DePerno has received multiple threats over his fight to expose voter fraud in Antrim County, Michigan, where over 5,000 votes were flipped from Trump to Biden in the November election in a solidly red county. On Friday evening, Matt DePerno's law office was broken into. Man! According to DePerno, the break-in took place in the late evening. Police were called to investigate the break-in, and it was determined that nothing was stolen. The real question is, who broke into DePerno's office and what were they looking for? This is the same Michigan lawyer Matt DePerno that received a threatening letter from the Michigan State Bar, and also a cryptic tweet from AG Dana Nessel that reads like this. From Dana Nessel's Twitter account on December 13th. Fun fact, lawyers who practice in Michigan are required to take an oath to support the Michigan and U.S. constitutions, not to file unjust and/or frivolous actions or mislead the court. The spate of Trump lawsuits in our state violates each of these tenets. It demeans our profession. To which Matt DePerno wonders why Attorney General Nessel is bringing the power of the state in to threaten attorneys. He also said that if Nessel is aware of misconduct by any other attorney and isn't reporting it, she is actually violating her oath by not reporting it. DePerno says Nessel's only goal is to intimidate. Oh, you thought it was just the Attorney General Nessel giving him a hard time. There's more. Look no further than Antrim County's very own clerk, Cheryl Guy. She's the one that initially ruled the voting discrepancies as clerical error. Yeah, Cheryl, you're the clerk. She was also listed as a material witness in the ongoing election fraud case in Antrim County. Back in March, Matt DePerno learned that without notice on Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021, Cheryl Guy instructed her staff to dismiss the election fraud case. She then closed the case entirely, incorrectly citing her authority to manage court cases. The next day, on March 4th, Judge Elsenheimer issued 2 separate orders immediately reinstating the case and stating, quote, the clerk's non-service dismissal was improper. Let's continue with the original story. On Monday, DePerno scheduled the press conference in Traverse City at the VFW Hall, where he planned to drop a bombshell discovery in the Antrim County voter fraud case. Today, just a day before that press conference was supposed to be held, DePerno got a call from a VFW representative telling him that they can no longer allow him to use the VFW hall for his press conference, after they allegedly received threats from someone or some group for allowing DePerno to use their facility for his press conference. Man! DePerno's press conference will now be held at Legion Post 35 in Traverse City. Matt DePerno told the Gateway Pundit he was disappointed by the decision of Traverse City VFW Hall to cancel his press conference. Quote, you can't even have a press conference about a case about defending your First Amendment rights without being threatened by someone to silence you. DePerno, who is sick of watching the free speech rights of Americans shut down by those who don't agree with them, or who don't want the truth to be exposed, slammed the leftist group for threatening the veterans group. Quote, we get canceled just because someone threatens you? Not only can you not express yourself by voting, but you can't even talk about it anymore. If that ain't the truth, I have no idea what is. A legal vote is a fundamental right in this country. It's how we let our voices be heard. And if we can't even express ourselves through voting or questioning the results of those votes, but now we can't even talk about it anymore without being threatened, man, I'm literally biting my tongue. Not only is it the Attorney General Nessel and the Antrim County Clerk Cheryl Guy, but even the Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson is getting into the mix. It was the Attorney General Dana Nessel who inserted Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson into the lawsuit back in December. And in Matt DePerno's order, she refused to permit a forensic examination of the Dominion software, presumably because she is fearful of violating the licensing agreement with Dominion. DePerno points out, however, back in December that the agreement produced by Antrim County was not signed and that they have not been able to verify that the contract was actually signed. So you've got 2 of the top 3 heads of the executive branches inserting themselves into this situation. What else have we seen in Michigan? I just feel like we've seen something else in Michigan before. Now, where have I remember. Cynthia Johnson.
So this is just a warning to you Trumpers. Be careful. Walk lightly. We ain't playing with you. Enough of the shenanigans. Enough is enough. And for those of you who are soldiers, you know how to do it. Do it right. be in order. Make them pay.
That's my true feeling. Yes! Now we can finally breathe!
The Biden and Harris administration owes the city of Detroit.
And wasn't there something else from Michigan also? I just can't quite remember. Oh yeah, that's it.
And what that tells us is you, Miss Monica Palmer from Grosse Pointe Woods, which has a history of racism, are deciding to enable and continue to perpetuate the racist history of this country. And I want you to think about what that means for your kids who probably go to Grosse Pointe North. And when they see all their black classmates and they know that.
Enter Abraham Ayash. 2 Republicans on the Wayne County Board of Canvassers were berated and smeared as racists before the pair reversed course on Tuesday night to certify the vote in Michigan's most populated county. And a coinciding tweet from Abraham after the decision. Tonight, the Wayne County Board of Canvassers initially failed to certify the election. 2 GOPers voted no. After hours of public comment and pressure, they finally decided to certify. The will of the people eventually wins. Oh, after hours of comments and pressure, you say. Oh, the will of the people, you say. Okay, look, this isn't the Gestapo. We're not living in 1920. This isn't mob rule. You can't just dox people thinking you're going to get your way. Matt DePerno is representing a citizen, Bill Bailey, in a case with massive amounts of evidence, and he has faced hardships at every turn. Does that seem like transparency to you? Does this feel like actions from a winner? Matt DePerno and Bill Bailey are fighting for the truth, and he gets his office broken into and a press conference canceled at the VFW, who a spokesman for the VFW said they were doxxed and pressured into canceling the press conference. This is not the actions of a party whose candidate won the most votes in U.S. history. This is sick, this is wrong, and it must be exposed. Matt, thank you for the work that you're doing. Keep fighting the good fight. There's millions of patriots out here fighting alongside you for election integrity. Please don't give up. If you could see my blood, it's boiling right now. I'd have smoke coming out my ear. All right, guys, this is going to be one interesting press conference tomorrow. Keep Matt DePerno and Bill Bailey in your prayers. Stay focused and stay in the fight. Intimidation should never win. I told you it was going to be a roller coaster episode today. All right, guys, big things coming up on the Wisconsin front. Tomorrow morning, we're interviewing Ron Hoyer of the Wisconsin Voting Alliance. And then later on Tuesday evening, I got it confirmed, we're bringing on David Jose to talk to people in Wisconsin. Hey, Wisconsin, grab your pen and paper. You're going to want to take notes on this one. All right, guys, until the next one. Peace!